You sit down to relax, and your body doesn't. Your shoulders stay slightly raised. Your jaw doesn't fully soften. Your breathing never quite drops. Your mind keeps scanning, replaying what you said earlier, anticipating what might go wrong tomorrow, running quiet background checks on everything. It feels normal, but what if that constant alertness isn't you? What if the reason your mind won't let you relax isn't because something is wrong, but because something is always preparing? You're about to understand why your mind won't let you relax. Not with breathing tricks, not with forced calm, but by seeing what's actually happening. Because once you see it clearly, the tension stops feeling personal. And when it stops feeling personal, it starts losing its grip. Most people think they're just wired this way, high-strung, responsible, careful. But look closer. Even when nothing is happening, your mind is. It reviews conversations long after they're over. It edits sentences you already spoke. It rehearses possible futures that may never arrive. You try to rest, and it asks, "Did you forget something? Did that sound stupid? What if tomorrow goes wrong?" It never fully powers down, even in safe spaces, especially in safe spaces. Because when things are quiet, the scanning becomes louder. There's a subtle bracing under everything. In social situations, you monitor your tone. You track people's reactions. You adjust mid-sentence. Alone, you evaluate your productivity. You measure your progress. You compare yourself to invisible standards. And somewhere beneath all of it is one steady signal. Stay alert. Relaxing feels dangerous. Not dramatically dangerous, just slightly irresponsible. Like you might miss something. Like you might fall behind. Like lowering your guard equals losing control. So your mind doesn't lower it. Here's what's happening. There is a voice in your head that believes its job is protection. It scans for threats. It predicts outcomes. It runs simulations. And it assumes that constant readiness equals safety. The more it prepares, the safer you'll be. So it keeps preparing. The problem isn't that it talks. The problem is that you think it's you. You've mistaken readiness for identity. You've mistaken the alert system for who you are. But that alert system is just a function. It developed and it evolved. And at some point, it took over. This follows a simple progression. First, there was direct experience. Before internal narration became constant, life was just happening. A sound occurred, you reacted. A feeling arose, you moved with it. There wasn't commentary layered over everything. There was just experience. Then language developed, and with language came an internal narrator. At first, it was useful. It helped you remember instructions. It helped you plan. It helped you learn from mistakes. It became a tool. But slowly, something shifted. The narrator started predicting danger. It started replaying errors. It started preparing for outcomes before they arrived. And because some preparation helped, it learned a simple equation. Preparation equals safety. So it increased preparation. Eventually, the narrator stopped being occasional. It became constant. It stopped responding to real problems. It started anticipating imagined ones. It treated neutral situations like potential threats. And the body followed. Muscles tightened slightly. Breathing stayed shallow. Attention narrowed. This became baseline. You adapted to it. You called it personality. You called it responsibility. You called it being on top of things. But underneath, it was just a system that forgot how to turn off. This is something I explore more deeply in the book Learning to Feel Safe. Calm your nervous system, leave survival mode, and rebuild inner safety. Let's continue. Now here's where everything shifts. The voice is loud, but you're the one hearing it. The guard reacts, but something in you notices. The alert signal fires, but you are aware of it firing. The readiness isn't you, it's happening within you. And that difference is subtle, but it changes everything. Right now, there may be a quiet commentary about what I'm saying, agreeing, questioning, comparing this to your own experience. Notice it, not to stop it, just to see it. If you can hear the readiness voice, then you are not the readiness voice. If you can observe the scanning, you are not the scanning. The voice says, "Stay alert," but you're the one who hears the instruction. The guard says, "Don't relax yet," but you are aware of that warning. The system prepares, but you remain. This is the part most people miss. They try to silence the system. They argue with it. They suppress it. They distract themselves from it. But the system believes it's helping, so fighting it only confirms its importance. Instead, something simpler is happening. You are the awareness in which the alert system appears. The voice is content. You are context. The scanning is activity. You are the space it moves through. And the moment you recognize that, the urgency softens. Not because the voice disappears, but because it's no longer mistaken for identity. The mind says, "What if something goes wrong?" And you notice the question. The body tightens slightly, and you notice the tightening. The voice prepares another scenario, and you see it forming. You are not the scenario. You are the one aware of it. You are not the tension. You are the awareness noticing tension. You are not the readiness. You are the presence in which readiness rises and falls. If this perspective is helping you see your mind differently, you'll find more of it here. Now notice something else. The voice is almost always about later. Later today, tomorrow, next week, or it's about earlier. Earlier today, last year, that one conversation. But right now, in this exact moment, there is no immediate threat. There is only the sensation of sitting here, the sound of this voice, the feeling in your body. The mind keeps trying to prepare for something that isn't present, and you keep mistaking that preparation for reality. The shift isn't dramatic, it's quiet. You begin catching the system in motion. The moment it starts running through possible outcomes, the moment it tightens your chest slightly, the moment it says, "Don't relax." And instead of following it, you notice it. You don't argue, you don't obey, you simply see. There's the alert signal, there's the rehearsal, there's the scanning. That small act of recognition creates space, because noticing means you are separate from what you notice. You don't have to force your muscles to relax. But when you notice the tension, something softens naturally. You don't have to stop the voice, but when you stop identifying with it, it slows. You don't have to eliminate readiness, but when you see it clearly, it no longer defines you. The voice continues. That's fine. It can speak. It can prepare. It can predict. But it doesn't have to run the room. Imagine a radio playing in another room. You hear it faintly. It comments. It suggests. It speculates. But you're not sitting directly in front of it anymore. You're here, breathing, present. The alert system becomes background, sometimes useful, often unnecessary, but no longer in control. And this doesn't happen through force. It happens through repeated recognition. You notice. You label it gently, alerting. You shift attention back to something immediate. The sound in the room, the weight of your body in the chair, the rhythm of your breathing. Not as a technique, just as reality. The voice may continue speaking, but your attention isn't fully consumed. And over time, something recalibrates. The system realizes it doesn't need to shout. It doesn't need to prepare constantly. because you are here and you are stable. You are not the readiness. You are the awareness that allows readiness. You are not the scanning. You are the one seeing it occur. You are not the voice saying, "Stay alert." You are the presence hearing those words. And presence doesn't need to prepare. Presence simply is. When this becomes clear, relaxation stops feeling irresponsible. It stops feeling dangerous. Because you see that relaxing doesn't remove awareness. It removes unnecessary tension. Awareness remains. Clarity remains. But the background alarm softens. The baseline shifts. Not through effort, through understanding. If this shifted something in you, subscribe for more explorations into how the mind works. Let me know in the comments what your inner alert system talks about most. Let me know if there are other topics that you might be interested in. Share this with others who you think might like this content. The more you know about you, the more you understand, and the better you become.